No! No! Get out of my head! Jackie, why are you freaking out? He's trying to get into my mind! Why is he trying to get into your mind? Because I hit a burrito! Damn it, Jackie. What's up, guys? BC coming back at you guys with yet another Transformers video review, and today we are going to be taking a look at Transformers Titans Return Deluxe Class Mindwipe. Now, this one is a very interesting one because kind of like Skull Cruncher. He does a lot of things I like, but he also does I like the figure, but he does have a few nagging issues with me. Bear in mind, these are very minuscule things that they do not severely hamper my opinion on the figure. So bearing that in mind, let's talk more about him and his Bat Mode. Now the Bat Mode, it's very, very stock. There really is no articulation with him other than, like, the wings can come in like that, and that's entirely due to transformation, so you couldn't count that as a joint. You could, but I wouldn't. He doesn't have the opening mouth, and these back wings, the tips of these wings, and this entire headpiece, as well as the jaw, is all a soft, pliable rubber. I'm fine with that, I guess. I mean, I'm not okay with it, but I'm not against it at the same time. Like, I'm weird. We'll just put it that way. I'm weird. So, with all that said, yeah, that's the Bat Mode, and like I said, it's stock. It really doesn't have any articulation, but I'm fine with that because what it allows is basically a stable Bat Mode. If he had all these joints within, like, in here, which probably would have been, like, friggin' awesome, I could totally see how those joints would give out over time to the point where the Bat Mode wouldn't even stand up. And I'm fine with that. One thing that's kind of a bit of a pain in the neck is not getting this open, but it's getting him out. Little Vorath here, which is the little Titan Master, and you can see I'm already having trouble getting him out. Run! There we go. Let me get him back together. Flip this up. Straighten him out. And here is little Vorath in his really, really tiny robot mode. And I love these little robots. They're tiny and they're cute. I really like these. That's probably why I'm really enjoying this line so far, because I wasn't expecting these little guys to be so cute, and that's literally the only way I could describe them. They're cute. So with that said, kind of rotating his head a little bit, yeah, you can see Vorath very much has the look of his robot, of the Mindwipe robot, and then you kind of put his, kind of flip him around, and there is the Mindwipe head. And I'm going to give credit where credit is due. I love how they kind of gave the face a bit of a Dracula look, because he's a bat, and bats usually are affiliated with vampires. And so the fact that he kind of looks like a vampire here, or at least a Dracula, as I previously stated, yeah, I dig that aesthetic choice. It's really cool. So with that said, getting my own personal little fan thing aside, and kind of coming back to Skull Cruncher real quick, because I forgot to mention the Headmaster's thing is literally just flip that down, plug the gun in here, and there's his bait, and there's his little embankment. There we go, we're moving on. And also bearing that in mind, let's pull off the tail to kind of get started with the transformation, but at the same time not. Essentially what you do here is you pull this off, you plug it in here, make sure that's nice and straight, and then the Headmaster himself... Do you have to flip this up first? Yeah, you gotta flip that up so you can actually get his feet underneath. And okay, this is me. Okay. Stick him in. Make sure his feet tab in. Close that up. To lock him in, and then plug that in. And there is Mindwipe's gun embankment, which is cool. I actually think his is the best one so far. Even though, as far as these videos go, I've seen better. So yeah. Once I actually get around to reviewing Fortress Maximus, I will definitely go more into how the base mode connections are, because I actually do intend to do the Titan formers, which basically means I gotta get ready to review Devastator at some point, and that's gonna be loads of fun. So anyways, moving on, flip out this claw to get that ready for Mindwipe's robot mode. And his gun, which it kind of looks like Skull Crunchers, but at the same time, you could clearly tell it's not. Moving all that off to the side, flip him back into his little vampire head mode. Set that over there. Let's get into the transformation. And the transformation on Mindwipe is very interesting, and it pulls off a lot of clever tricks. So with that said, you're going to untab the bat head from up here, bring it down, and it's going to... There's this little translucent slot right here. There's a tab right here, right on the bat's neck. That tab's in there, and then the bat head flips up and just kind of rests there. And that stays there for pretty much the entire transformation. That's how you get rid of the head. Not really getting rid of it, but you get what I mean. So at this point, we just start unlocking tabs. So just unlock those two tabs, flip these up, and then you're going to take this whole thing and flip it around like this. That's essentially what you're going to have for the robot. Now you're going to take these pieces, you're going to rotate them. Actually, no. Let's take these pieces, fan them out like this, and then rotate them back. And then straighten them back out. And that's what's going to give Mindwipe the rear bat wings. Now you rotate these pieces. You rotate these in. And completely collapse them around like this, folding this piece around to where the tip of the wing tabs in right there on the inside. Flip down the feet, and there's his legs. Really ingenious how they got the leg transformation to come from the wings. That was really cool. So moving on. We're going to rotate these around, bring this down, rotate, bring down, and then rotate this piece to the front, like this, rotate down the robot arms, and then flip out the hands, and that's essentially the transformation for the body. So from here, you simply plug on his head, you give him his gun, and just slide on his claw. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is time to turn Mindwipe in robot mode. Now, once again, I'm going to get my quibbles with him out of the way. One, I wish those were a little bigger. I really wish these were a little bigger. And my one other gripe, which is pretty much my final gripe, these ankle joints are pathetically loose. With my negatives out of the way now, I'm going to go into what I like about the robot. And the robot, once again, once you plug the head on, you can definitely see that it went with kind of a vampire vibe with him. And I believe that's what the original went with as well. I mean, I'm not 100% sure on that. Don't quote me on that, but as far as I could tell, the original really went with the whole vampire theme, and that's what really comes through on this new version of him. And like clearly enough, you can see these ankle joints are really weak, even though my finger kind of got stuck in there and I kind of knocked him over. But you can see, like, I keep trying to lean him forward and kind of even him out, and the ankles just give out and tilt him backwards. So yeah, there he is. Articulation-wise, I'm not gonna I'm not going to bother with the heads anymore because you know how that works at this point. You know it's a ball jointed neck due to how the Titan Master is. We got a ball joint in the shoulder, a bicep swivel, a double jointed elbow, nothing at the wrist, which I guess wouldn't have worked because that would have been a lot of plastic or like a bigger parts count. I don't know. He has a waist joint. And that's actually something I forgot to mention on Skull Country. He has a waist joint. And, you know, he's got the hip swivel. He's got the thigh swivel, or the hip joints where it goes in, out, forward, back. The thigh swivel. A pretty decent knee bend, and then nothing at the ankle, but it's molded to where he stands at a natural A stance. So there we go. That's Mindwipe in his robot mode, as far as articulation goes. So as comparison, let's bring in his fellow cons. There is Weird Wolf, and here is Skull Cruncher, which, as you can see right there, there's the waist joint. But yeah, there you go. There's 3 of the 5, I want to say. Apeface was a Titan Master, so unfortunately he doesn't get as much of a role here, even though if I don't really feel like digging him. Oh, well, okay, alright. Alright, time to cheat a little bit. Just give me a chance to do a quick head swap. And there's Apeface right behind him. So yeah, to be fair, there they are. There's all 4. Scorponok should be a part of them as well, but we don't have a Scorponok yet. So as of right now, I'm content with these guys. So bearing all this in mind, I'm gonna take these guys off. He needs to stay. He's got to go over here. So yeah, I like Mindwipe. He does have a couple nagging issues, but that's mostly due, like, one of them is literally just due to the fact that I prefer bigger wings, and another is literally a structure issue where these ankles are way, or the way these are made, they're way too loose. Now, of course, once again, your mileage may vary. With all this said, guys, I've taken up enough of your time. This is BC saying stay nerdy and get your geek on. I will catch you guys next time. Bye.